Good morning and welcome to day 17 of Sloth Yoga. We're going to look at your balance today whilst we do a few standing poses. Starting in Tadasana, we're going to have our feet about hip width apart, or you can have your feet together, it's your choice. Squeezing your belly button into your spine, shoulders rolling down and back, hands at your sides, palms can face forwards. Your gaze is straight ahead. Imagine that long piece of string again going through the centre of your body, up through your neck, up through your head, pulling the top of your head up to the sky. Just breathing normally. Going to take a deep breath in as we circle our arms around. So breathing in, circling your arms up. As you breathe out at the top, bring your hands down in prayer hands. And again, breathing in, breathe out at the top, hands down in prayer hands. Take it nice and slow. We're going to try one more of those, holding your breath at the top. Breathing in, hold your breath for 3, 2, 1, and out. Release all the way down the floor, bend your knees, and back up to standing. Hands in prayer, hands at your chest. Push your palms in together, elbows out to the side, shoulders down and back. I'm going to take a little tiny turn to the right. So loose knees so that your knees are not stiff. Breathing in. On the out breath, we're just turning very gently to the right. We don't have to go far. Back to the centre. Breathing in. On the out breath, turn to the left and back to the centre. I'm going to do that one more time. Make sure you're not breathing too quickly. Just breathing in. On the out breath, release as you twist. Soft knees. Back to the centre. Take a breath in and out. Soft knees. Back to the front. Good. Push those prayer hands up high. Deep breath in and out. As we circle it down. Folding down, bend your knees all the way to the floor. Release. And back to standing. Good. Take your feet more than hip width apart, by the side, along the sides of the mat, still facing forwards. Going to go for a little forward bend from here. We're going to try to keep our knees soft but not necessarily bent. If you need to bend your knees, then absolutely bend them. You're going to push your hips back, chest stays up, breathing in. On the out breath, releasing forward so that you go to flat back. If you need to bend your knees at this point, bend your knees. And back up, bending your knees to come up. Going to turn so that your feet are both facing in one direction. Now this is another little bit of a hamstring stretch, so be careful with this one. You're going to push hips back and bend forward, but this is a lot more, this is a lot tougher on your hamstrings. So if you found the first one that we just did tough, this one definitely bend your knees. Breathing in. Hips back. As you breathe out, bend forwards and then back up. Slowly, slowly. Bend your knees if you need to. Breathing in, push those hips back. Breathing out, gently forwards and back up. Take your hands behind your back and clasp them together, and you can turn them away. Then as you go forwards this time, bending over, raise those arms up. Just parallel to the floor will do. Your gaze is at the floor. And release. Good. We're going to turn to the opposite side. Feet are both facing forwards. Hands at your sides or on your hips. Breathing in. Pushing your hips back. Chest is up. As you breathe out, flat back. If that's too much, bend your knees, especially your front one. Back up. And again, breathing in. Hips go back. As you breathe out, forwards When you go forward, your gaze is just at the floor or could be straight ahead. Taking your hands behind your back, pushing them down and out. Shoulders back, breathing in, hips back. As you breathe out, just take your arms parallel to the floor, gazes at the floor. And gently release. Facing back to the front. Take your feet wider, so they might even come off the mat if you're on a mat. And turn them out a little bit so that they're not facing forwards, they're facing out a little bit, because we're going to do a little bit of a squat. So again, working with the breath, we're going to try and sit down. So your knees are going to come forwards and you're going to sit down. Try not to lean too far forward. I know it'll be tricky, this one. So breathing in, on the out breath, we're just going to sit down. Try and keep your chest back if you can. We don't have to go down far. And then back up. Squeezing your quads, squeezing your stomach muscles. Again, breathing in and sitting down. Back up. On this one, we're going to do a little stretch when we're there. Breathing in. Sitting down. From here, take your left hand to your right knee. If you can, turn sideways for a little twist and back up. Back up to standing. One more. Breathe in, down, right hand to left knee. Look up for a little twist and then back up to standing. Well done. Scootle your feet back in together. Cross your left foot over your right foot. Here's where your balance comes in. So left foot over right foot. From here, you're going to take your left arm over your right arm. We're going to do sort of a little half eagle pose with these arms. So hands are supposed to be together. Don't worry if they're not. This is good. Even just crossing over, that's fine. Up, arms together. From this position, I'll turn sideways. From this position, you're going to raise your elbows up slightly. Now this might be a little bit shouldery for you, especially on the next part, where you're taking your hands forwards a little bit. So we're at right angles. We're just going to hold it there for a moment. Try to relax, but bring your stomach muscles in. Squeeze everything in. Try and drop your shoulders if you can. Looking straight ahead for 3, 2, 1. Release. Remember which arm you wrapped over. Right leg just goes over left leg. Take your right arm over your left arm. This could be enough where you are here. And then try to place your palms together if you can. From this position, squeeze in your stomach muscles. Draw everything up. Raise up your elbows so they're parallel to the floor. Take your arms forwards a little bit so everything's at right angles if you can. Drop your shoulders down. You will feel that stretch in your shoulders. Don't forget to breathe. We're here for 3, 2, 1, and gently release. We're going to go into a little tree pose. So, bringing it right in, pushing it into your thigh. Try not to let this hip jut out, if you can help it. Centralise your body. Arms out to the sides if we can. Focus on one thing in front of you. It helps you to balance. And breathe. Your arms can be out for balance, or they can be in prayer hands. They can be up above your head in a Y shape, or directly overhead, or in prayer hands above your head. Keep breathing. Push into that thigh, open out your knee. We are here for 3, 2, 1. Circle the arms down and release that foot down to the floor. Going to try your opposite side. So ground your right toes, lift them up, ground them onto the floor. And then we're going to lift up your left knee. This is a trickier side for me. And then open it out and put that foot as high as you possibly can. Or like I said, on your side of your shin, calf, or on the floor. Push this knee out. Make sure that your hips haven't jutted out if you can. Wee-hee! Hands can just be here, or they can be at the side for balance. They can be at prayer hands. Y shape, above your head, or prayer hands. Don't forget to breathe. Draw in your stomach. We are here for 3, 2, 1. Circle around. Take hold of that foot. And down. Back to Tadasana. Palms facing forwards. Breathing in. And circle them round. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out as you raise them up. Circle them round. Back to your chest. Deep breath in. And out. Look at your fingertips. Drop your head. Breathe normally. As we say together, Namaste.